Ta-ta!
Live.
We are live.
We are just sharing all the links so people watching us. There we go. Awesome. Final hour.
Yeah, we got 58 minutes left.
58.
58. We're 57 according to Thingy.
The final countdown, right?
Oh yeah, we can't use that song. We'll get billed.
I always think Detroit Pistons.
Yep. Yeah, they played that during the Bad Boy era.
That's right.
So
Every time it was a perfect song though to play at those games.
how's everybody doing tonight? Kevin, how you doing, man?
I'm good. Busy week, but very good. Exciting things happening with Bardstone and the Kickstarter so far, but I'm just staying busy, trying to work ahead a little bit on next issue of Code, laying out some stuff, testing some theories, so having some fun.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Yep, and I've started sending out some emails to some artists who I'm hoping will be cover artists, guest artists for Crimson Shadows 3. So I've gotten that ball rolling. So hopefully a couple people I'm hoping to grab, hopefully they'll be available.
All right. I got the link shared in the comments. If you're watching, there's a click there. We can always go to bardstone.com. We've got that as well. So
Indeed.
And so links going in there, and you've got the page up. Let's just get the page up. Somebody can see 4130, 80 backers.
Yeah, we've had good movement today. Actually, in the last 2 days, we were at 3,500. In these last 2 days here, we've gone up to 4130. We've unlocked 2 stretch goals, and we're not that far away from a third. And that third one's a big one. So if we can get that, that's $370 away. For all pledges, $40 or more, you qualify for this bonus edition cover. It'll be a limited edition, minimum of 100. It'll just depend on how many people end up qualifying on whether or not I have to increase the number. But I think it'll end up being a limited edition of 100 featuring our Crimson Universe version of Frankenstein. And this is added for free, no extra charge. So if we hit this goal, if you have a $40 pledge, you get to choose $40 of rewards from the add-on menus or reward packages, plus $50 of additional rewards through stretch goals here. So that's $90 worth of rewards you get for $40. It's a great deal. So just to recap, you got that. The other unlocked rewards that we've already surpassed, we're going to have 4 bonus pages of story, fully colored, added. This is going to introduce the Elephant Man, Joseph Merrick, along with the Plague Doctors into our Crimson Universe. We've got 3 exclusive metallic trading cards that are unlocked that everyone gets, and also the bonus edition featuring Dale Gruber's art that's also unlocked that you will get for free. So that's about $50 worth of value.
Yes.
But you got to pledge to get it.
I think it's cool. I mean, we've got time for people that are watching or that and everyone else to, if you haven't increased up to 40 and you want to try to help us get there, you can definitely increase your pledge up to 40. You can choose extra add-ons. I had a friend of mine contact me today and let me know that she pledged, but she also threw a little bit extra in there to get us up over the 4,000 initially. So, I mean, every little bit helps, and it's all appreciated. And all this goes to the publishing of this. You know, we're not taking any big mega trips with this kind of money.
No, not with how many things we've got going on too. We've got trading cards we've unveiled. I'll show you here. We got the 40 card edition of trading card sets. These are very nicely done. So there's all kinds of stuff there. And then the backside, they're logoed, they're individually numbered. So these are the regular editions, and then those bonus metallic cards will be exclusives for this set too.
Yeah.
So a lot of cool stuff here. And I spoke to Brett earlier. I've got plans for the 3rd issue, and that comes out later this year to really make it a big spectacle. So, but we gotta make this one successful first.
Yes. And we're down to 53 minutes before it's finished and funded. So everything's looking good.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. And as far as the Bardstone goes, and actually for me personally, this is my highest level Kickstarter to date. My previous high was 3525. So it's nice that we broke that record. And then number of backers, though, I had 88 backers previously on Crimson Shadows 1. So I would like to surpass that number as well. So if we can get 10 backers, just 10 more backers on here, that too will be a nice little addition. So even if it's $1, throw $1 in there. I'll be happy. But that was our goal too with Bardstone, is, kind of like Voltron, we all came together to form a bigger, more powerful entity here, and building off of each other's successes to grow our Kickstarters to another level. Yep. And through the Poe Macabre Master series, through the Wretched Realms, through our individual projects that we've had in the past, we're just trying to tap into those shared fan bases that we have to really build onto this and grow it into something really cool.
Yeah. The sum of the parts don't equal the I can't say, I don't know what that's saying.
Are greater. I would like to surpass sum of the parts to grow. Yeah. Voltron is greater than the 5 lions.
What he said. That's right.
Yeah. That's what I'm trying to say.
I'll blame it on the iced tea I'm drinking.
Yes.
Indeed. And for those who turned in last week, I have a hernia post-surgery update. I'm doing pretty well. I'm probably at not counting lifting heavy weights and strenuous exercise in just everyday normal life. I feel like I'm at 95, 98% right now. Feeling pretty good, pretty normal. Actually, the worst part is where they did the incisions. It's very itchy now. I want to scratch.
Yeah.
And you just can't. So, but that's the skin healing is what that is. So, but as far as the hernia itself, the surgery, I almost don't feel it at all. Every now and then I might do something where I'm like, oh, okay, I felt that a little bit, but it's not like pain or anything like that. So it's pretty amazing what a difference a week makes in these recoveries.
Yep.
And the type of surgery. You found a good doctor that did the surgery that was way simpler, not simpler, but way less troublesome.
Less invasive.
Recovery. Yeah, there you go. That was the word. Man, I'm saying I need a thesaurus when I'm talking now. Horrible. Jesus. Man, I'll stick to drinking and nodding my head for the rest of the podcast. Man. Jeez.
Indeed. But so how's everyone doing? How was your week, Kevin?
Very busy. Work, my day job has been absolutely bonkers it has been for a while actually, but everything that's happening with that you've been hearing about with deliveries and shipments and sea shipments and just transit, logistics, people not having enough people to work for any job that's out there right now. It's just all bottlenecked, and it just finally kind of overflowed. It's so crazy.
I was watching a news report. I don't know if it's the same out there in Indiana, but they were saying 80% of job interviews right now are being ghosted by the applicants. So they schedule the appointment for the interview and just never show up. So they're saying about 80%.
I can believe it because we have a lot of stuff that goes through one of the biggest ports for us is Chicago. And most of the shipping companies are saying at best are at 40% staffing.
Yeah, from a local business owner here who owns a chain of stores. Speaking to that owner, they currently have 200 openings between 4 stores, and they can't fill them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
people just aren't applying.
Yeah,
so
it's crazy right now.
Yeah, it is. But I think we're going to get a slingshot effect at some point. There's going to be a mad rush for jobs, and then those who didn't get them are going to be hurting because, get it now while you can, people. Seriously, because I think we're going to see a pendulum swing into the other extreme where it's going to be very difficult to find jobs. Yeah. So,
well, you're forcing corporations into finding newer
solutions,
or leaner ways to work and run, and
how to operate without you.
Yeah, exactly. And in certain cases, they discover, a better way or a more efficient way to do things out of necessity. So, a lot of the jobs that were there may not be there in 3 months because they're not necessary anymore.
Yeah, just the economies of scale when it comes to certain things, like the cost of certain jobs to do, the cost to automate just made it too prohibitive to do. But if you're forced into a situation where you can't hire people, you might say, you know what, we weren't willing to invest this money until maybe 5 years down the road, but you know what, let's pull the trigger now, eat the cost now, and we'll just save the money in the future. So you might want to go out and get those jobs, people. But this isn't an economic show. So, you guys can find us on Kickstarter, Crimson Shadows 2. You can type that in the search. You can click the link there that Brett put up in the tab. You can go to bardstone.com, hit our Kickstarter tab there. Any of the ways are good to find us. We just got 46 minutes to go there on the Kickstarter timer. So don't miss out. There's a lot of freebies here. Earlier today, Brett and I were talking. We're not going to go into detail here, but I just want to get Kevin's take since we haven't been able to. Invincible. I'm on the last episode right now, so I've watched the first 7. That has been a pleasant surprise for me because I knew nothing about that series going into it.
Yeah, I saw a post on Facebook and I kind of laughed, but I agreed. I enjoyed Invincible more than I enjoyed Falcon and Winter Soldier.
Yeah.
I love both of them. Don't get me wrong. It's insane that I actually say that, but I did not think I'm not big on the cartoons. I'm really not. I enjoy them every now and then. I'll usually put them on in the background and not pay attention. I got sucked into Invincible in that first episode, and absolutely.
Had you read the comic before, Kevin?
The first several issues, I think I had the first 2 trades I read, and I enjoyed it, but I kind of lost track of it. But I always liked the writing, and again, it captured exactly how I remembered the comic. And then you just get some of the scenes where everything's kind of normal, and then you're just like, what the hell just happened? I mean, this last episode for like the first 15 minutes, it's just, I don't know how many people died. You saw 1 million people die in the 15 minutes, like literally, like it's insane. So
yeah, it's kind of the cartoon version of The Boys in a way.
Yeah,
like the same kind of premise. Now, to be fair to Falcon and Winter Soldier too, that's part of a 12-year-long franchise that we are in the middle of. So it's kind of like a comfort safety blanket. It's like, it's a world we all know, characters we all know. But what's nice about Invincible is there was a lot of refreshing takes to it that, we're not used to.
And
so the voice my only problem with it was, and I'm not sure why they did this, but Science Dog was the comic book that Invincible read, and they changed it to Seance Dog for the cartoon.
Really?
Yeah.
What's funny, the thing that's annoying me in the cartoon, this is gonna be so dumb, but this is what is driving me bonkers. Okay, when you see the eye, right? When you draw people's faces and the eye, you have the little white reflection you put in that pupil.
Yeah.
Well, in this cartoon, they have it actually drawn on the color portion of the eye. So when they move their eyes around, looking back and forth, the reflection moves with the way their eye moves. And the reflection should be stationary.
Yeah. I've seen that actually in several cartoons.
I know.
That's how you can tell that, well, it does have and some shows have a 2D aspect to it. That's how you can tell everything's done through a computer. And so the computer is just automatically moving it with the eye because it is, like you said, it's just part of the color layer. So
right, it should be in the same spot on top of the eye, and the pupil of the eye should be moving behind it. Yeah. But they do a lot of extreme close-ups in this one too. You get really close facial shots, so that's where especially with Omni-Man. And it's so funny how much it's bugging me. It's like, why is that moving?
I loved watching, the farmer's guy murdering people, dun, 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 and he's killing people left and right. And I loved it. Absolutely. Just like fantastic. I will never see those commercials the same way ever again if I'm listening. I'm like, don't believe him. He's going to kill you. Don't buy insurance from him.
So what's the whole point of this Invincible talk conversation for you, the viewers, is this. Had you bought Invincible when it first came out, now that it's a series, it's going to be worth a lot more money.
Yeah.
You never know with Crimson Shadows. We have ambitious goals with this, and it may be foolish to dream certain things, but only the fool who goes after it can actually attain it. So that's our goal. So get in on the ground floor. You can get these first run editions, get awesome bonus prizes with it, and down the road, you never know where this could end up.
Yep.
Yeah.
Could be digging through your comic bin saying, I know I got that first issue somewhere.
Right. That's been happening a lot.
It really does, especially like Marvel, with how many background characters who were B-level characters in the comics for 40 years now are leading characters in the series, and so those issues they came out in are suddenly worth a lot.
Yeah, and a lot of them were quarter box issues, so
yeah.
So, I remember a couple years ago I only let myself buy a few comics here and there. I pick I have a list, and when I go to shows, I'm only hunting for those comics. So it keeps me from buying everything. So I've wanted a good issue copy of Star Wars #1 forever. Found it this past year. It's not as much fun shopping online, but I remember being in a comic show maybe a year and a half ago, and I couldn't find a good copy of Star Wars #1, but they had Star Wars number 42, and it's the first appearance of Boba Fett. And I'm like, that's kind of cool. I like the cover. That's neat. It was a good price, and I'm like, I'll buy that. I compromise. I like that. I'll put that in the collection. That has gazillion times its value since the Mandalorian. It's insane how much that book jumped. And it's the same way with Invincible. I think they were going for $25-$30 a piece for the first issue. Now they're going for $300, $350. So Umbrella Academy was the same way. So
there's that issue 42 you were talking about, first appearance of Boba Fett.
And I just loved it. I'm like, that's cool. So I added that to the collection, and and I just added on a whim when he popped back up in Mandalorian. I'm like, I wonder what that's worth now. And I'm like, holy shit, okay. Yeah. It's great. It's my collection, so I will never get rid of it. But when the Umbrella Academy hit, I was a big fan of that, and I had multiple copies. So Umbrella Academy paid for most of the cons I did in 2019, I think. So
well, did you sell them? So did you sell them, or did you keep them?
I did. I sold, but when I said I had a lot of copies, I probably had, and I had a good friend that owned a comic shop in Fort Wayne, and so I had 3 of the retail exclusives that they only made 100 of. I had 25 copies of the first issue. I bought 50, and I gave them away for Christmas gifts.
So why did you buy that quantity? Did you have a good feeling about this series, or you're just won the lottery?
I got them for $2 an issue.
Oh wow! What
because they had so many of them. So and I'm like, and I liked it so much, I gave it to everyone at work one year as a Christmas gift. I'm like, I think you'll enjoy this, and I just made a goodie bag of, here's a comic, here's some candy, that kind of thing. And I had a bunch of them left over, and I saved them. But I had multiple copies of everything because I loved it so much. And then when the show came back out, it was insane how it blew up. And I still have multiple copies of every issue. I didn't get rid of everything.
Nice.
I kept one of those retailers, but one of those retailer covers that I bought for $10, $15 back when it came out, I sold one of them for $950.
No.
Wow.
Yeah,
really?
It was. And I was like, I'll put it up for $300. And it was going up, and some guys goes, will you take $950 for it? I'm like, the hell yeah, I will. Are you kidding me? Yeah. Yeah, that's here nice. You go. Send me some money,
See, so under that premise, there's potential of issue 1 of Crimson Shadows hitting $950.
Yes.
There's potential.
If you're looking at honesty and looking at the numbers, and if you want to play the numbers game and how rare something is, it really is the print count. We have a lot of the limited edition covers that we're doing that we're only printing 100 copies, and they're not going to be printed again.
Then we also have those ultra editions where we're only doing like 30 or so.
There's only a handful of them. So again, the numbers. What is it? Crimson Shadows ends up being a hit on Netflix. That'd be one in a couple thousand, if not 100,000 chance with all the comics. But if it does,
right? Or even even my unlimited edition, the first print run I think was only like 300 issues, 350, something like that of issue 1 for the first edition. So any future editions I do, and that's one thing we do in our Bardstone books, I label it first print, and then if we do a second print run down the road, I will adjust it so it does specify it's a second print run.
Yep.
So these are all labeled as first print run on the insides. Same way, even the digital copy, it says it's a digital edition. So if anyone were to print that one out, it won't say first print on it. So we're really trying to bring this. We want to compete with the big boys. We got the quality in these books. These are big issues too. A normal book is 22 pages. This book is going to be 34 full color pages. That's half a graphic novel. Yeah. So
it's great to see just the size of the book, the extra content we've been able to add, and looking in the future, a 5 issue run when you collect this into a trade paperback, it's going to be amazing. It's going to be a heck of a nice collection and a very good size story by the time we're said and done.
We like to put out our big packages for people.
Bigger the package, the better.
That's right.
Cheaper the better too, usually. So.
But we're at 4130 still, 80 backers. Looking for 10 more backers, looking for $370 more. Or one backer wants to do 1,000. I'll take that.
Yeah.
We'll take that. We can handle it. I can do special things. Hey, if you are a comic book shop, here's the other deal out there that's not listed. If you're a comic book shop and you want to have a custom cover, variant edition specific to your comic book shop, have your comic book logo and shop name on the cover, you will get, for $500, you get an original cover. You'll get a limited run of 50 books. They'll be individually labeled and printed right on the cover, 1 of 50, 2 of 50, 3 of 50, etc. And you can set what the cover price will be that you want. But we'll do that. $500, you get your own custom edition cover and 50 issues thrown in there for you to sell. So that's also a deal I have off the book. So if you want that, just do the pledge for 500 without specifying a goal and send me a private message, and I'll hook you up with that deal.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah. I mean, $500 custom cover, if you average it out, that's $10 an issue, but with the size book this is and the limit, you could sell this for $20 an issue. So we could definitely do it. And I will also have the original art, the original pencils for that cover you will also get. So that will be part of what you receive as part of the package.
And tons of fun swag.
Swag. Yes, all those stretch goals.
Stretch goals, fun swag, different covers. So, yes, most excellent.
So if we don't hit the 4,500, but I think we will. I still have faith in you people. We got 34 minutes or so. But if we don't, as of right now, there's still $35 worth of free stretch goals unlocked. We have 3 exclusive metallic trading cards. We have the limited edition cover and 4 full color bonus pages added to the book. That's what you get right now. That's all guaranteed. There are qualifying levels. So if you give the $30 pledge amount right now, you will automatically qualify for everything unlocked to this point. So you'll get $65 worth of total rewards for $30. To qualify for that next one, though, we got to up it to 40. 40 is the minimum, but that gives you $50 worth of rewards. So $90 of total rewards with $50 of freebies in there. Am I saying that right? I think I am. Lots of stuff.
Bonus stuff on top of whatever comes in your package.
Yes. That's what I'm trying to say. And if we go crazy and we hit 5,000, there's a fourth metallic trading card that will be unlocked. So that's where we're at.
Yeah.
I moved these up a little. Originally, this was going to be the 5,000 level, but I really want to get over that 4,500 mark. So I bumped it up to the 4,500. I added the full color. That originally was going to be at the 6,000. So I've already added that. So I've enhanced the rewards as much as I possibly can right now without me just bankrupting myself.
Yeah, it adds up fast.
It does. And I'm not looking to get rich off of these. The goal is, we want to get the print run done. We want product to go to the cons. We want to get as many backers as we can to spread the word on this, because ultimately we're trying to build something much more down the road. We want the Marvel approach of, they took 12 years or 11 years to hit the Infinity War, and they built up over a long period of time, and each success, it only grew bigger and bigger. And that's what we're trying to do with Bardstone. We have plans to grow this Crimson universe, as we're calling it. I'm hoping to do some spin-off series with Frankenstein and Sherlock Holmes having his own series. I already have one idea I've written down where Sherlock Holmes comes to America and takes on some of the American mythological or urban legends or whatever you call them. But my first one will be Sherlock Holmes versus the Headless Horseman. So, but to get to those points, we got to be successful at these. But I'm telling you guys this because I want you to know we have a huge vision. Brett's got some awesome ideas he shared with us that I'm hoping we can also bring to fruition as well. And I'm really excited about the future of the Crimson Universe.
Yeah. Absolutely.
I heard you saying, "Oh, so you like the tease?"
Yeah, I like the Headless Horseman bit.
Yeah, Sherlock Holmes.
I'm actually probably more excited though when you're talking about the Sherlock Holmes versus the Witch of Burkittsville.
I don't know. Who is that? Obviously, that's a joke.
That's the Blair Witch.
Oh,
you said the Blair Witch.
Yeah,
it's probably not public domain at this point.
Just sees Watson staring in the corner. Oh shit!
Right?
It's like this is like I see dead people. They're still in the basement,
and you gotta like do this.
Yeah. No,
That'd be
those
great.
are listening. We're not doing Burkittsville. We're not doing the Blair Witch. No, I like that. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah, so we have goals in this. A lot of plans that are just going to keep growing. We just need your help in doing so, and we're very happy with the success we've had so far. Just to kind of recap that for people too. Bardstone, we're a young company, but look at this. This is going to be our 5th successful Kickstarter in just over a year. We've been really hammering these out. Kevin's working hard on Poe Macabre issue 3 already. I've started issue 3 of Crimson Shadows, but all this Kickstarter stuff has been like overwhelming me. You really do forget how much work. I don't know how we've done so many in this last year. You would think I would remember, but
it always creeps up on you. It does.
It does. But it's like the the Ghoulies? They creep up on you in the end. Is that what it was? His head is sticking out of the toilet. That's it. Well, you can see there we got plans, but the more money we make, the more artists we can hire. The more artists we hire, the more production we can put out. It's this cycle. We're reinvesting it into ourselves to continue to grow this.
Yep.
So you're not just investing in an issue. You're investing in a vision.
Yeah. There you go.
Yes. So we're at 4130. Come on, people. Don't prove me wrong. I was bragging about all you I was talking to some people before about how awesome my Kickstarter peeps are. So I was like, my Kickstarter peeps are better than your Kickstarter peeps. No.
They bring the milkshake to the yard. Is that how it goes?
Something like that.
Something like that. Okay. All right. Yes.
Anyways, so how about you give an update on Poe 3? Where are you at with that, and what can people expect?
Poe 3, I've laid out the majority of the book. I'm just trying to hammer out exactly how many pages for each story. I have one complete story done, everything laid out, plans on what I'm going to do. My thought process this past week. I just finished last week. I worked on a card series in the middle of all this for Dynamite because it was just a blast to do. They were like, "Hey, you want to draw zombie versions of all of our characters?" I'm like, "Yes, I do." And it was so much fun. And I got I kind of missed it, with working with the pen and ink and the markers, and I really got motivated from it. So I played around with a few things. So I've switched my idea to do the entire Mask of the Red Death in traditional art. So it's going to be all pen and ink, more of an ink wash style. So I was laying out how I would do that with the layouts digitally, and then do everything, all the inking in actual artwork. So I think I have the idea down, and I really like how it's going to turn out. So I'm excited. It'll be a different style for me to try, and I'm looking forward to it. So along with that, I know that the poem, The Bridal Ballad, will be in the third issue, which is a very unknown Poe poem, but a very good one. And then The Conqueror Worm, and then one other surprise.
The what worm?
The Conqueror Worm.
Oh,
What'd you say? The cocky worm? What do you think I said?
I thought you said something with cock in it. I was like, wait, what? The cockword worm? What?
That's the exclusive version of the comic that you have to be 18 over to buy. So
love it.
Yeah, but I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be a big task to do that entire story traditionally, but I really want the look I'm going for, and I'm still going to use Shira Lima to do the layouts for it. And I have it'll be a nice mix of traditional art with digital art, and I toyed around with a couple of things, and I just loved the way it looked. So I'm looking forward to that. I hope to dive into that in the next. I hope to dive into that over the next couple months.
Nice.
James, God, for forever since I can remember, I became a fan of Poe from watching the old Vincent Price movies, probably back to when I was 8-9 years old. Then I actually knew who Poe was when I was like 12, 13, when I realized in English class who Poe was, and he had written most of these movies or the movies were based on the writings of Poe that I loved. So been a fan ever since. As I got older, and I got a different appreciation for Poe. I reread everything over the last couple years, and which has been a real blessing from doing the books. I researched back through a lot of these stories. I've forgotten about a bunch of them, and I found ones I hadn't even read before. So it's been a great experience, not only to revisit that and to realize, most of the stories we know are the Roger Corman movies. Yeah, most of the stories we know of Poe, we know them so well from all the different movies or adaptions. But my most favorite Poe stories are the obscure ones, and I've really fallen in love with those. And I get the most comments at shows. I did the Poe illustrated black and white version a couple years ago, and it was funny that most people came up and commented about Hop Frog and Murders in the Rue Morgue and some of the more obscure poems, the bells, things like that. So I love Poe, and I love what I've been able to do with the books, and thankful for all the Kickstarters and the backers and the support I've gotten over the years at conventions. really looking forward to doing conventions again and getting back in front of people and spreading the word of Bardstone and getting the Poe issues into a lot of other people's hands. I'm really looking forward to it. I really think we and by the end of the summer when shows start happening, we're gonna have just a great time with Bardstone and the product that's going to be coming out.
Mm-hmm.
For sure. Good stuff. So I was looking up the Roger Corman films. So those were the Vincent Price ones?
Yeah, some of those and a lot of other Roger Corman movies in that same genre. But a lot of the Poe adaptions were, I'm going to say it wrong. I want to say he did Mask of the Red Death, but I'm not
this is interesting.
Sure he was.
He was from Detroit, Michigan, Roger Corman.
Of course, that's why everything's good.
Wait a minute, he also did the Fantastic Four movie that got shelved?
Yes. Well, he produced that one, and what it was is they came to him and said, we need you to make this with the production company that owned the rights to it. So he made the movie with it. It was never intended to be released. And of course, someone snuck out a work print copy and made it through the Comic-Cons back in the 90s on video. That's how I saw it originally.
Right. Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the poor actors didn't know, though, it was never intended to be released. That's got to be horrible. You pour your heart and soul into a movie only to find out it was only done to be shelved on purpose.
Well, and that was the thing. They didn't know. They made the film thinking it was going to actually happen. And I mean, story-wise, it wasn't bad. I mean, they pretty much follow the comics, so.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, there's so many movies out there, and you know, like for me, the Hammer horror movies, I would get the edited versions on PBS or late night horror specials, you know, and that's what I grew up watching. So there's so many obscure movies out there, movies that people don't really know about, and that's what I fell in love with. But there's so many movies that you start seeing pop up that never were actually released. I found lots of different horror movies that never actually got theatrical releases, but they added them to collections of horror movies that I bought. And I'm like, what's this? I never even heard of it. And you look it up and it's like, it was never released. It was filmed in 1960 something, and it wasn't released until it was put on this collection in 2002. I'm like, wow, there's so many different movies like that out there. And
well, there's the one that
fun.
Yeah, there's one that Jerry Lewis did about the clown one, set during World War II, and it's supposed to get released. I forget how many years after he dies it could be released.
Yeah, he owns it, right? Didn't he buy the rights to it so no one could ever play it or something?
Well, the studio I think gave him crap, so he just bought it back and said, "Forget it, I'll just do it myself and finish up myself." And he did that, and then chose not to release it. It was kind of a personal project because it dealt with a Jewish clown in World War II over in Germany and that. So
yeah, but for whatever reason, he doesn't want anyone to see it until after he passes.
Right.
So that's all. That's an interesting one.
Yeah, that one. Yeah. I think a lot of it had to do with the fact that it was called The Day the Clown Cried. That's what it was called. So, and it was. I think a lot of it had to do with the fact that it wasn't a comedy. It was very very dark, very deep for him to do, and I think when he got done with it, he realized that he didn't want anybody to see it while he was alive, just because of the fact that he probably didn't want to hear either the criticism or anything else. But probably it'll come out and everyone will think it's a masterpiece. Yeah.
And to comment on James, all the Hammer horror with Christopher Lee and Cushing. And if anyone's a fan of Creep Show, which is I love Creep Show, it's Dave Nicotero that did the Walking Dead, all the special effects. That's his. He does Creep Show and got his start back with Night of the Living Dead with Romero. So he's a big Romero guy. The newest episode of Creep Show that got released this past week has Justin Long in it, and he creates a virtual reality that actually puts you into old movies. Mm-hmm. So the first half of the TV series, he's on the Horror Express, and it's actually him in the movie with interacting with Peter Cushing and Christopher Lee. And he's actually in the movie, and then he gets put into Night of the Living Dead in black and white with everybody. It's amazing. If you're a horror fan, find the Creepshow on Shudder or AMC and watch the newest episode. It is wonderful, absolutely amazing. Such a love letter to those old movies.
Very good. I'm looking up The Day the Clown Cried. It looks like they got about 30 minutes of film available to watch of the movie. The reconstruction. So it looks like people put together clips that they were able to gather. Mm-hmm. But the movie itself is about an hour and a half. So there's still about an hour of movie unclaimed.
Yeah, supposedly, according to Wikipedia, he donated. I was reading that too. He donated to the Library of Congress a copy of the film. They say they don't have a complete copy, but they can air it or they can screen it in 2024. So 3 years from now, they can actually screen it.
Oh, okay.
But they said they can't loan it to film theaters and they can't put it on home video. And there's some other stuff with the Lewis estate they have to follow. So
interesting.
Yeah,
that's really cool, though. I mean, that's. That just makes that such an anticipated, but that builds the anticipation up so much that you're either going to absolutely love it or absolutely hate it. Usually you're going to get one extreme or the other and nothing in between. If there's that much build up for it, it's kind of like waiting for Guns N' Roses to release Chinese Democracy 20 years later, and then we got Chinese Democracy. 20 years for this shit? What the hell?
But the problem is that was just Axl, right? That was just
Axl because he literally worked on it for 12 years.
Right.
There are actually a couple good songs on the album, but most of it's just subpar.
That's where they need each other for the full band. Yeah. Is they balance each other out. Otherwise, Axl just takes forever. He'll make 20-minute long songs.
He alienates everybody and then wants to nitpick and change everything. I think I've never seen an album that had so many musical credits. I think there's 85 musicians that played on that album. It's something like that. It's in the 80s. Like one song had 7 guitar players.
But when Slash and Axl work together, 100% of the songs on the album are great. they perfectly balance each other, I think.
Well, back in the day, it was actually Izzy.
Actually, you're right. Yeah.
Yeah. He wrote the majority of the songs. He wrote the rhythms, and then Slash came up with like the solos. But most of the constructions of the songs was Izzy. Axl did a lot of the lyrics, and the rest of them typed in lyrics. But the bulk and the construction, a lot of those songs. Goes to the most quiet guy that nobody really even remembers from the band, who lives he lives around in Indianapolis. He went back home. He still lives in the area, just lives in the middle of nowhere. So
interesting.
But, yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm looking up now. Lafayette, Indiana. He's from. Huh.
Yeah. Last time I knew, he still lived in the area. For every now and then, I wish I lived a little bit closer. There's a really popular place down there called, it's in Broad Ripple. I forget the name of it's a bar that has a really nice stage, but it's not big. And they said, every now and then he just showed up and like, hey, can I play tonight? And they're like, yes. And, Izzy Stradlin just would be playing, okay, he's just randomly playing at a small bar in Indianapolis. Okay. If you're lucky enough to come by and get to hear him just up there talking and playing acoustic, but his solo stuff sounds more southern rock or country-ish, honestly.
Mm-hmm. So his first was Hollywood Rose in '83. He formed with Axl Rose.
Yeah,
we got one more backer, 4169, 81 backers now.
Sweet. Thank you very much. 81 backers. So the goal is 89 backers, so we can beat the best number of backers for sheer volume. We'll take anything we can get, but actually to unlock that free bonus issue, 4,500. So that's what are we talking?
$331.
$331. Yeah. Anyone out there with $331?
Burning a hole in your pocket.
On you. Burning a hole. You can get a lot for $331 plus all the stretch goals on top of it. If you're gonna do a $300 package like that, I will throw some extra. I'll throw in a free Crimson Shadows T-shirt on top of it.
Ooh, a T-shirt. You get
on
a T-shirt.
top of it.
You get a T-shirt
off my own back. I'll wear it for 3 days straight and mail it to you unwashed.
DNA for free.
You can clone me like those guys in Invincible.
Oh my god! Yeah,
I love those two blue guys. They're always arguing who the real clone is and all that.
You got to realize that neither of them probably are.
Neither probably are. That is true.
I love that idea how they did that though. How the consciousness just moves and you're not even aware of it.
Oh, hey, thanks for joining in, Robert.
Yeah, thanks, man.
Show here. So he almost missed it. So he must have been our current backer. That's awesome, man. Nice. Glad you support us, Bob. Appreciate it.
That's right. We do appreciate that. He himself has done some great Kickstarters. Also, he's with Blue Line Pro. Should give a shout out to Blue Line Pro for all you people out there who are artists. Let me pull them up real quick. Give a shout out. If you've been a long time artist, you know who Blue Line Pro is. But let's pull them up.
Right here.
Yep.
And the Great Sketch Magazine,
which is coming back. And they've got some stuff out online for that stuff too.
Yeah, I used to love that magazine. So here's Blue Line Pro. All your supplies you need, go check them out there. Blue Line Pro, good stuff. I'm telling you.
Yep.
All right.
Yeah.
No, thank you.
Thanks, man. We appreciate it.
And Bob's been a guest of the Odd Musing Show. We talked about it with their Kickstarter going on. And Bob, since you're watching, you guys got something going on, let us know. We'll have you on again.
Brett's memory is way better than mine. He's my second brain, actually. What is the name of his series that was on Kickstarter?
You're asking me to think, and I'm not thinking, man.
Okay, here.
I'm like, I should know it, and
I know it's like Paradox or something.
Yeah,
here it is. Paradox Wars.
Yeah, Paradox Wars.
Here, I'll pull it up. Here it is.
There you go.
Yeah, Shatter Time. Yeah.
Yep. So that was a great back. I was very happy to support that Kickstarter back in the day, and
well, they did a great package out there. Someone like us, offering all their copies. This was before the add-ons, and I supported the one where I got like a ton of comics from back in the day. So
a lot of different issues.
Bob's been doing comics for a long time, so
definitely. Yeah. Good stuff. So we're at 9 minutes to go. The ticker has just switched over. 9, which in Kickstarter time means like 9 minutes, 45 seconds.
Right.
I wish they could show the seconds. It would be more dramatic.
Well, when they get down to the last 2 minutes, they will.
Yes.
Right. Then it goes to seconds. True. Yeah.
Any other last minute sales pitches here? Those of you watching, what do I gotta do? Let's see. I could take all my clothes off, and I only put them on if you donate.
Yeah.
Right.
Every $100, I put more clothes on.
Yeah, we'll get like a big donation, and Jill will pop in, going, "Thanks for putting your clothes back on."
Right.
I ain't marrying you for that. Put your clothes back on.
That's right.
The final minutes are always exciting though, because it's a lot of work. We've talked about it in the past. Like these final 4 pages, the bonus pages, I've been working on them. My plan was to have them done for this, but this final week, I forgot how much promotion goes in, how much time you got to update all the graphics. You got to send out postings and post them on different sites. And it takes a lot of time. So I didn't get the drawing done I wanted to, but the good news is as soon as this is done, I can refocus again on drawing. So in about 4 to 5 days, I'll have the 4-page bonus story done. And then I'll get this issue out for the artist proofs. So I'll do an update when I get those copies in. Everything will still be shipped on time. So everything else is done. The trading cards are done. The covers are all done. If we hit that $4,500, that bonus cover is done already. If not, that's going to be one of my main covers for issue 3. I think we also have a variant edition done already for issue 3. Should I reveal that or not?
That's up to you.
I'll save it.
Save it.
Kevin did an awesome piece. Looks really good. He was just surging with artistic energies this last weekend.
I just wanted to play with ink. So yeah, it was fun. It was when you get in one of those moods, it just works.
He did a phenomenal Dracula piece. I'll reveal that. And using traditional like ink washes, combined with a little bit of digital, like he was talking earlier.
Yeah, and it's a nice mixture of the two, and that was really one of my tests to see if I liked the way that it came out, and I definitely did. So
yeah, very good, very good.
I keep getting inspired by. I love Mike Mignola, but I love Ben Templesmith and the way that he does the ink wash and that crazy tone that he gets with that, and then the coloring is just phenomenal. I love what he does with how the end result is. So I keep trying to like find out how he does that, playing different tricks. So I love the mood it sets, and that's the mood I want for Mask of the Red Death.
Sweet. Very good. Let's see here. 6 minutes. The anticipation. I think somebody out there has the money and they're just waiting. They want to like shock us right at the end. $331. You can be a hero to these other 81 backers by activating that bonus cover for everyone. So for $331, you can be a hero. Oh,
hey, there's
somebody increased their pledge.
Nice.
Very good.
There you go.
Speaking of which, if you are an existing backer, you still have 6 minutes. There's a super secret multiplier rewards I've added. And if you were a backer a few days ago, you saw the message for $5. Let's pull up that update really quick here. You got to get in quick. But anybody from the time that we published the announcement, which was a few days ago, May 3rd, from May 3rd on, if you do a $5 increase of your current pledge, you get this 4x6 limited edition poster on Pearl cardstock. If you do $25 or more, you get the poster along with a 4x6 hand-drawn sketch. So a $25 increase to anybody's pledge, you automatically get those 2 multiplier rewards added. So you got to be quick, though. We're in the final minutes here. I should have probably said it at the beginning of the hour. Kind of slipped my mind about the multipliers. But good stuff there. $41.94 to go, or on the table here. 4 minutes to go.
So we're getting there.
It's always exciting when you suddenly see the numbers jump. It's like, because when you start seeing it roll, it's kind of like being on the slots in Vegas. You don't know where it's going to stop.
Where's it going to land? Where's it going to land?
That's right. So good stuff here. 4 minutes to go.
Yes.
I'm looking forward to that countdown. And then we get the little fireworks.
Yes.
The confetti.
The confetti.
Yeah. No, it's
40. Someone else increased. We're at 42.19. So, and the same number of backers. So we had somebody just got multiplier rewards. So right now, to be a hero, it'll only cost you $189. No, $289.
Come on. 4 minutes. Let's go.
Unlock that 4,500 stretch goal. Unlock it. Let's make it happen. I want to get that bonus edition in everybody's hands. This is awesome territory. We're in 3 minutes to go. You guys can do it.
Yes.
We got it's always exciting when those pop up.
Yeah, it's great. I love waking up in the morning and always going and checking and seeing the dashboard and seeing what's happened or reading comments. It is a lot. It's so much fun doing these. It really is, to interact with everybody and to see everything. It's a lot of drama. It's got highs and lows, but it's been a fantastic adventure for everyone I've done. So really thankful for how this turned out. 81 backers. That's great.
Yeah, just to show you the progress, this here is the trend that we were at for this entire project. We really had a great run. You see where we started here. Within just 2 days, we had a great out of the gate. We hit 1,800 really quick. A few days in, we were able to hit our goal there, and it's been a nice steady progression upward.
Yep.
There, at our average right now, $52 per person. We've had 81 backers, 69 followers, 24 have converted, so that's good. Still a bunch of you got 2 minutes or so left. Pop in, make a donation.
That is a good conversion, though. That's a good conversion rate.
That was a very good conversion. The other thing is our issue 1 got selected as a projects we love. So we had the benefit of being on those front pages for a long time. This project didn't get that designation, but we had a huge rate of return from people, which I'm really, really happy. That just shows they really liked the first issue, as well as the other Bardstone products we've put out. And they see the quality that we're putting into everything.
Yep. Here we go. Here's the second countdowns.
No, there we go.
Here we go. Can it happen?
It's like waiting for
$289. That's what we need. I feel like those telethon people.
You can do it. You can do it.
$289 or the puppy gets it.
So this is where we need Stanley Fadowski. For those of you waiting for the last minute, here it comes.
This is it.
You get to drink from the fire hose. $500 you can drink from the fire hose.
Yes.
Go. UHF is such an awesome movie. Probably one of the most underrated films in history.
I agree. History. I was dropping references to that at work the other day, and people look at me like I was insane. I'm like,
that movie was so good.
I'm like, stupid, Mrs. Weaver, and they're like, what? What's in the box?
Yeah. That's why you want to put the supplies closet and you want to pop out and go, supplies.
It's such a classic. It really
is. Today we're going to see if poodles can fly.
I know. Oh, no. Charlie didn't make it. Let's see if Raul does. Oh, my God. It's so good. I have to watch it again.
Indeed. Yep. 24. Here we go, people. Let's see if we can get another one. 289.81. 281.
Click fast.
Click fast. Faster. 14. Final
faster.
10.
More money, faster. No whammies.
Right?
I know, right? No whammies.
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Fun day!
There's the confetti, people. It's official. There it goes. It's official. So $4,219, 81 backers. Huge success for Bardstone. Yep. We are so happy and thankful for each and every one of you that are putting your trust in us to put this out.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Thank you, everyone. Thanks, James.
All right.
Yeah, thank you, James. Yes, definitely. It's people like you who, keep this train going so we can keep doing what we love, and hopefully you love supporting it. So there's like this weight that comes off you when the Kickstarter's done. Of course, now the new weight gets put on called shipping.
Yeah.
It's like, fulfillment.
Yes.
No. The worst part of the Kickstarter project.
Well, this is now though you get to put your future misses and your future steps all to work and say, hey, guess what we're going to do this weekend?
I don't think it works that way.
Thanks, Bob. Appreciate it, Bobby.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah. And for those, like I said, we mentioned Blue Line, but Bob Hickey's been someone that's been key in helping me along the way all these years, not just with Sketch Magazine, but just being a good friend and talk to him about all this stuff. He's great. So definitely when Bob's got his next Kickstarter, you guys got to help support that too. I love his books.
Awesome. Well, there we have it, folks. We've crossed the finish line. Another Bardstone success. We're well on track to ship everything, as long as there's no unforeseen, nationwide shipping issues. Everything's going to be delivered on time. Just got to finish these 4 bonus pages now. So that's it.
Yeah, then we'll get that
On the
out to
plus
you.
side, I have cover for my 2 covers already done for issue 3. Yay!
Yeah.
Yep, there's Jill.
Thanks, Jill.
Her ears were ringing when Brett just volunteered her to do all my packing and shipping for me.
I volunteered her and her kids.
I know.
Yep.
Hey, free labor's free labor, man.
That's right. No, but
Right.
So it feels good. And hopefully every Kickstarter we do, we beat the old Kickstarter out for volume, and we keep hitting more and more people. And
Absolutely.
we got Poe Macabre 3 is next on bat. Kevin's already printed the promotional flyers for it. I have those in hand, so I'll be packing those in with the rewards. And then when he's doing his, I'll be wrapping up issue 3 of Crimson Shadows. So we've really got a good thing going there. Essential is written. I just got to now start my layouts. And like I said, we even have concepts in play for the Crimson Universe spinoff series also. So we got a lot going on. We just got to, the more success we have at this, the more we can pay people to help us so we can roll out even more product.
Yep. Absolutely.
And it'd be nice if we could get to the point where between the 3 of us, we have at least one new project a month coming out, for Bardstone. That's our real goal.
That'd be great.
Where we're rotating between the 3 of us with our different projects. And so that'd be about four issues per each of us to get things out. So it's good stuff.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I guess this is the time where we sing our goodbye song. Now it's time to say goodbye. Isn't that it for Disney?
Yeah. And order our comic books.
Yeah.
CRIMSON. Crimson Shadows is funded.
Brett's becoming a music machine here. He dropped a new anthem for Teen Titans earlier.
He's the new jingle man. So
Yeah. All right.
Hey, join us next week when we launch our new Kickstarter, Poe Macabre 3. No, I'm kidding. We got a few weeks yet. But we'll be announcing soon when we get that ready. Yes, that was like crap. Vacation time. Got to work on a book.
Is there a projected time frame you're aiming for?
At this point, no. I have to see how everything kind of plans out, and just knowing
summer?
how. Yeah. By the mid to end of summer, somewhere in there. But just have to see how things go, and with again the summer, the vacation time, and the more cons open up, the more we're going to try to get out there with that. So,
well, with that kind of gap, maybe I'll come out with an Insane Wretched Realm series issue. Come out with a fast one.
We'll stick
There's
with
always
Styx
things
theme.
that
We'll stick with
happen.
Styx theme. You could do Mr. Roboto next.
I like it. All right, folks, we're done.
Fantastic. Well,
Awesome.
I guess we'll say goodbye.
Yes.
Bye. I don't have anything to run out because the video doesn't matter anymore.
That's right. So everyone have a wonderful night.
All right. Bye, guys.
Yeah, thanks, guys.
Bye.